we're going to be doing is using what we call a short-handled implement, which is kind of like a paddle. And since we don't all have paddles at home, I decided to make one and show you how to make one. And then we're also going to use just a paper ball to practice keeping it up. So what I did to make this paddle was I just took a wooden spoon from the kitchen and duct taped it to a paper plate. Now you could use anything that's kind of like short-handled like this that you could tape to something else that's round, maybe a frisbee or a plastic plate would work, paper plate if you have it. Anything that you have that resembles these things, you could try to use to make a short-handed paddle. And all you need to do for the ball is to crumble up a piece of paper. This is just a regular piece of paper, and it works just like a paddle, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. All right, grab your materials, make your paddle, and then here we go. So our first skill that we're going to practice today is to strike using the paddle in an upwards motion continuously, which means you want to keep it going. So let's talk about the cues. The first thing is your grip. So when we are holding a paddle, we want to use what we call the handshake grip. Just like you were shaking somebody's hand, you're going to grab the paddle just like that so that the flat side is up, just like you're shaking someone's hand in this motion right here. So that's the first thing, grip. The next thing is that we want to keep our paddle out in front of us at about waist level. We don't want to try to hit the ball way up here by our head because we're not going to have that good of control. We have better control when we keep it low at our waist level out in front. Okay, so we know we have our grip, we keep it out in front at our waist level, and we're just going to take our ball and we're going to drop it. And when we strike the ball, we don't want to hit it super hard because then our ball is going to fly really far away. We just want to give a little motion, just a little strike, just like this. And not going to just pop the ball up. And we're not going to throw our ball in the air, we want to drop it. If we throw it in the air, it might not go straight, and then we have to move to get it. It makes it a little bit more difficult. So we're going to hold the ball, drop it, and then keep it at our waist level, and just a little pop back up. Just like that. Drop and pop. Drop and pop. Now continuous means we're going to want to keep it going. Now we're going to have to be ready to move because we're not always going to hit the ball straight up. We might move to the side a little bit. So I want to be ready to move, and where should my eyes be? On the ball the whole time. I'm watching the ball. So drop and pop, and I'm going to keep it going. And I might have to move a little bit, my hand close to my body and away, but keeping it around my waist level, just like that. All right, we're going to do some practice right now. So here we go. Skill number 2, hand flip strike. Strike on one side of the paddle, then flip your hand and strike it on the other side. Keep flipping and try to keep it up. Alright, now we are going to work on another skill, and that is to strike a softly tossed ball from a partner. So I have my son over here, he is going to toss the paper ball to me, and I'm going to work on hitting it back. So I'm actually going to face him. I know you can't see him, he's off camera. And when he throws it to me, he's going to do a nice underhand, slow toss with the paper ball. And I'm going to step and strike it back to him with the forearm pass, or forearm strike, which looks just like this. Kind of like I was doing the underhand throw. Okay? All right, let's see if I can hit it back to him. Here we go. All right, let's try that again. Okay, one more time. All right, let's practice this one right now. Here we go. Our last striking skill will be striking a dropped ball using the forehand movement pattern. For this skill, you will need a bucket or basket to hit your ball into. This skill is just like the last one, only you are dropping the ball this time yourself to strike it. Don't toss the ball in the air. Hold it over your paddle and drop it lightly. Don't forget to step with the opposite foot.
job striking today. Keep practicing and challenge yourself to get better, and maybe even make up your own striking challenges.